Chip here with the XRP Minute. What is going on tonight? Is there anything new happening? Any news? Anything I should be aware of? Anything happening? What is going on with you? Yeah, you. That's who I'm talking to, you. I want to thank you for joining tonight, but let's get right into it. I want to recognize, I always like to talk about the first person. Who was first tonight? It was my brother, Auburn Rain. We know him as Rain. Rain here. Let's just call him Rain, okay? I mean, what's this Auburn stuff? I still don't know what it is all about. So we're going to talk a little bit tonight. Put a little teaser out there on the Twitters tonight. And the Twitters, I basically put out there like, is sushi on the blockchain? So this is something we'll dive into. And I also wanted to, let's see, who else called it inside of here? Hey, Jay Vaught's watching over on Periscope. Hey, Jay Vaught. Hey, I'm getting your comment. I like to see that. Dana Palmer's in the house. Matt Richter. Omar Kaufman. I think he's still on your channel, DNI. Where you go? Notorious. I always got to think about the Duran Duran song. Notorious, right? I mean, that's what you get that, right? Notorious when I do the notorious, right? Ed Franchowski's here. Nice. Danny Torres. I said some real, right? Some real guy. DNI. By the way, guys, DNI sent me. DNI sent me. Yeah, he did. He sent me. So here we are on the thing. Me. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Bank XRP. Hey, what's up, Bank XRP? Watching on the Twitters. Actually, I watch this YouTuber, and I always love when he says on the Twitter. So I'm taking it, I'm stealing it, I'm making it my own, and I'm gonna start saying on the Twitters. Just sounds funny. I don't know. Who else is in here? Yeah, let's see. Who else called this tonight? I wanted to see. Oh, Jalen Pun. He said biggest news for sure is about Binance. We will get into the Binance. We probably, it's crazy, right? But we'll get into that a little bit. Here, we'll go into it a little bit. It's not the top of the news. It's important, yes, you called it. But it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is you. That's the most important thing, the XRP community. We're a special bunch, right? I mean, I include myself in there, but we're special in a lot of ways, right? I see Vet Owned is here. I see, who else is in here? Who did I forget? I hope I didn't forget somebody. What do we got in here? Let's see. Oh, yeah, BZ Comedy Channel. Yeah, they got the Hodor dude from Game of Thrones advertising crypto exchanges now. How funny is that, right? Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, there was a little parody video that I'm not going to talk too much about Game of Thrones because I know some people hate it. But anyway, there was a parody video that they did on Saturday Night Live. And it was basically all of the stars from Game of Thrones doing answering phones, like customer service about Game of Thrones. And Hodor's is the funniest one, the actor that plays Hodor. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, that's cool, BZ Comedy. I did not know that. I didn't see that, man. So it's cool. I always love when you guys share this cool news with me, and I'm like, where have I been? I don't know. I've just been on the Twitters. I don't see anything about it. So, hey, drop a link to that story, BZ. I'd love to see that. Scandal of Binance, the Tron guys, Shapeshift. Yeah, it's getting out of control, guys. At the worst possible time, right before we're getting ready to launch the big bull run, all kinds of crazy stuff's happening. It just erodes confidence, right? It's like Aunt Mary doesn't like it when she goes, I heard about that Bitcoin and it's no good for anybody. We don't like that kind of stuff happening. Hey, by the way, I stopped in to see my dad tonight. And my dad's like, hey, what's going on? He goes, what's this thing you're doing now? And I'm like, you mean which thing? He goes, the thing you're doing on I'm like on the Twitters. He's like, yeah, on the Twitter. What are you doing? What's that whole thing? What are those three letters? I go, Dad, we talked about this. We talked about it. XRP. It's digital, it's digital assets. It's like digital money, currency. And I'm like, let's buy it. It's like 31 cents, pretty stable. Why don't you get some? Put about $10 a week into you. I'll get you started on it. He goes, what's a guy my age gonna do buying that? He goes, I don't know. It seems kind of weird. I go, well, if I took this guy here and put him back 25 years ago when the internet first started, you would be like, you were all over the internet, So like, this is the same thing. So let's get that guy that loved the internet and let's bring him here and talk about digital assets, right? Spanish Fly, what's going on? Hey, Spanish Fly, thank you for joining. The most important thing, XRP is 30. Well, thank you, Jay. Thank you. Okay, I was thinking 31, but what am I thinking? Maybe it's going to be 29.9. I don't know. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. My pop. I got to get him on one of these streams one of these days. I got to pull him in here. My dad's like really into like he loves that show Ancient Aliens. So and he's got a screenplay. He's got a great idea for a screenplay. I actually think it's pretty fascinating, but he's always into these like aliens and all kinds of weird stuff going on and all those ancient alien stuff. I've never seen that show. It has that dude with the crazy hair. I love that show, but I get into that and I start thinking weird stuff like, huh. It's like, is this stuff going rampant? Like, by the way, they're always like with the deep voice. And by the way, haven't you noticed that in ancient India, there was a time when the ancients, what you're like, what? What's going on? Anyway, anywho, let's go. That thing you do, that thing you do. That's right, Jay. That's right. So gaming crypto, he was an early adopter of the internet. He was an early adopter of the internet. He was into computers. He was going crazy, and he was an older guy. I mean, but he was into it, and I'm like, yeah, let's get that guy. And he kind of looked at me like, okay, maybe you're making a point here, kid. Maybe you're making a point. So, Michael Connors, Mike Connors, is this the Mike Connors? Mike Connors. Is this the Mike Connors that I saw in driving through a Jeep with the hair blowing back? Is that the same guy? Is that the same guy? That was a cool video. I watched that like 4 times. I didn't realize it was a short video. I think it was just on loop or something. But he says, so what does everyone think? Say we make a few million on XRP. Would you put it in a stable coin or bank on a regular bank? What do people feel the most comfortable with? That's a great question. What do you feel most comfortable with? I kind of felt like the stable coin was a way to kind of put your profits, right? So you take a bunch of profits, XRP moons, you put it into a stable coin. But is there such a thing as a stable coin? Is it more stable than fiat? Is it more stable than the US dollar or any other fiat currency? The euro, the yen, I mean, pesos, is it any more stable? So you're raising a really good question, Mr. Connors. I like the question a lot and kind of curious to hear from you guys. Like, what do you think? Where are we? You're embarrassed? Why are you embarrassed, man? Oh, I wouldn't be embarrassed, man. I'm never embarrassed. Well, sometimes. So every once in a while you do get embarrassed. But hey, it's all right, man. I like gold, Michael. Yeah, it's funny. By the way, listen, we're going to get into that, Dana, tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about gold. I want to talk a little bit about gold and this campaign that was released by Barry Silbert. So we're going to get into that. Funny, you guys. Are you guys in my head tonight? What's going on? Usually rain is living in my head. But tonight, I have all of you in my head. What's going on, Vet Bro? What up, Vet Bro? If I made a few mil on XRP, a large percent would be in normal investments, stocks, bonds, etc. That you can make about 5% a year. So 4 mil would be about 200,000 a year. You know what? Well put, well said, and well put. Simple, easy, but I get it. There he is, Mike Connors. Danny said she'd reinvest into stocks and funds. Yeah, pretty good. It's like you got to figure out a way to put it into something, but I don't know. I mean, would you put it into other up and coming coins as well? Let's say some other projects that come along by the time it moons. Gaming crypto, it's a trading asset. However, you have to trust the issuers of the coin. Yeah, there's a lot of trust we have to put. And I think it's one of the reasons we're really behind the Ripple team, right? I mean, we've got a stellar team. Whoa, did I just say stellar? Not like that. We have a phenomenal team in place, and it seems like I kind of feel like these NDAs, these non-disclosure agreements, are really preventing a lot of the news from coming out. Because as it was mentioned before, I think it might have been Brad Garlinghouse, but he said, I think in the Ask Me Anything late last year, is that a lot of the partners they have, they get to choose when they want to release the news. So there may be times where they want to release news, but they may not necessarily release the news. And you got to understand that these non-disclosure agreements, they're bound by them. So they're going to honor them pretty closely. Okay, what do we have here? Hi, XRP Boy. Bank, is that Bank XRP? Who you calling XRP Boy? Who's he saying? Who's he talking to, Bank? What's up, Bank XRP, man? I love your stuff. Love your stuff on the Twitters. I'm just having so much fun saying on the Twitters. The Twitters. Tether, no trust from me. Yeah, man. You know what? I never trusted Tether. I don't care what you say it's backed by. Funny thing about it is if a stable coin is backed by a fiat, I'm not sure if that makes any sense, right? I mean, the whole idea, if you think about it, and I've had a buddy of mine say, well, I'm not getting into cryptocurrencies because what's it backed by? Well, my question is, what's the US dollar backed by? Is it backed by gold? Oh no, not since 1971 when Nixon took it off the gold standard, right? And DNI gets in this territory a lot, but it's not backed by. What is it backed by? It's backed by a printing press, right? You can print as much of this stuff as you want. It's just like you can just start, flipping out the Benjamins left and right. There's nothing. What's it backed by? I like backed by utility. I like backed by something that makes some sense. So, and that's, you can tell somebody that in the fiat world, they're like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, XRP Boy. Hey, okay, XRP Boy is on watching on Periscope. What's up, XRP Boy? Let's see. Thanks from the Twitter. It says Bank XRP. G XRP. Man, I've been loving your videos, G. I gotta say, man, your videos are great. They're right on point, and when you were on Rain's stream last Friday, guys, go back and watch that. It's a great, phenomenal stream. And I gotta say, what an amazing job you did. You and Rain did together. You guys made a great team. But you were sitting there on a phone call, which I thought was very clever. And you were basically taking people through Coil. And I'm a big proponent of Coil. GXRP's out of here, all right. Don't worry. Watch the replay, man. Anyway, Annalise is in here? What? What? Hey, Annalise, how are you? I thought you weren't feeling well. I saw something earlier that you were, I don't know, you had stuffy nose, something like that going on. What do we got? Deficit. What do we say? 27 trillion deficit? Is that what we're up to now? Holy cow, I lost somewhere. Last time I thought it was like 22 trill. Yeah, much love. XRP community says G. Like a supercharger, man. Like a supercharger. Yeah, it just arrived. Let's see. Oh, you have the flu. Ah, well, that's never any good. I'm just getting over something. Last Thursday night, I got off the stream, hoarse throat, wake up the next day, razor blades, go to the clinic, because I can't get in to see my doctor. So I go there, and then they're like, no, man, you don't have strep. You don't have. I'm like, can you give me something? They're like, no, rest. I'm like, anything, tea, rest. That's it. I felt like I was going to get an instant fix. We live in an instant society where we need the instant gratification. I felt like, maybe the reverse placebo, like I'm not going to get better because I don't have anything to take, right? I don't have anything to take. 18 after the hour, I'm still a rambling. I'm still loving everybody in the stream. 22 trillion, but more like 200 trill. That's right, man. But I thought something happened overnight, like we were up to 27 trillion. But it might as well be. I mean, we've lost so much of it. What the heck, right? So let's get right into it. Holy cow, Dana Palmer, what is she saying? Can't print more? No, you cannot print more land. Absolutely not. DNI. Hey, DNI. Guys, let's jump into this right here. Let's get into some news. We're gonna go through some news items here tonight, if you would allow me to. Let's go share the screen here. All right, so let's take a look at this. Let me put the spectacles on here. Oh, everything's coming clear. All right, I think everything's good. So let's talk about this Brave browser. You guys know the Brave browser uses BAT, which is basic attention token, I believe, or something along those lines. I was kind of shocked by this, right? So the Brave browser is gaining impressive traction on Android on par with Chrome. Now, what I think the surprising part of this story for me is that if you think about it, Android is made by who? The Googles. As my Dutch friends say, the Googles. So it's made by Google, and it's weird because so what's happening going on Android where it's basically on par with Chrome. So I thought this was pretty fascinating. Brave browser shows impressive traction. Data from AppBrain suggests that Brave browser is gaining considerable traction among Android users on the Google Play Store. Brave browser muscled its way into second place for 2 weeks before getting overtaken by Chrome in May. And then you can see here are the stats right here. And I'm for anything. I'm a privacy guy. I love privacy. I think that you should think about your privacy, and if you're cool with selling it, that's cool. But I think everybody should be upfront with if they're gonna sell you out. They should tell you, not like sneakily sort of sell your data out the back door. But if you sign up for a Google, a Gmail address, just know that they're tracking everything you say, everything you do, and they're targeting it based on keywords. So how does Brave stack up against the incumbents? Well, search volume around the apps increased dramatically. Publicly, features such as the launch of the Brave Rewards, allowing users to opt in to view ads for basic attention token. Okay, I was right. That's pretty push visibility to the browser. So I think a lot of it has to do with, people are tired of ads. I think it's sort of a revolt. You can have it's a little bit more difficult on, having those ad blockers when you're on mobile. So I thought this was an interesting story in the sense that, Google, the platform, the phone that's run by, and the operating system, it's done by Google, has the largest adoption, and people are looking for an alternative. Pretty cool, right? So let's get into it, man. So over 60% of crypto exchanges have zero trading volume. What? This was a crazy story. I'm thinking, what? Yeah, Brave has a cool Tor function. It does have a cool function, and I think it's only going to get better. I'm a big Brandon Ike fan, Mike Connors. I like him. I follow him on Twitter. I love the stuff that he shares. So look, I'm always rooting for anybody to succeed, and I like anybody that can take on the big boys right there. There's no doubt about that. And so this was kind of another big one. When we talk about what's shocking, what's surprising. Um, Let's look at this. Blockchain Transparency Institute, a platform dedicated to curbing the menace of data manipulation by Bitcoin trading venues. Does that happen? Who told me that happened? I hear that all over the place. Document outlines the exchange space, including fake trading volumes, wash trading, and other shady practices. So it's kind of cool because they're basically declaring war on the manipulators. We know manipulation's happening. We know that it's artificially messed with. Gaming Crypto says, I have older people using Brave browsers. So far, 60% liked it. Yeah, it's a little, but with Gaming Crypto, do you find it's a little bit wonky? I always update the latest release of it, and I find that it's a little bit wonky in some areas. It's not 100%. I'm not saying I don't like it. I use it for some things. I do like the way it blocks stuff, but it's not there 100% yet. I still think they got a little bit more work to do there. So anyway, this is kind of cool. They're doing some good work, this BTI organization right here. I'm not going to get into all this, but just wanted to mention that BTI pointed out that 17 of the top 25 exchanges on CoinMarketCap have 99.5% fake trading volumes, including 35 of the top 50 adjusted volume rankings. Well, we kind of all knew that as a community, right? This isn't news. I know lots of YouTubers have covered this. It's kind of nice to get a little bit of, I guess, gratification from the point of that a deeper dive was done, and it sort of confirms what we've sort of already guessed or knew. So I think that that's a pretty good thing as it is as well. According to BTI reports, some of the exchanges with little or no trading volume that are still on the CMC top 15 exchange rankings table include BTC 1%, Hit BTC 7. So the bottom line is that there's still a lot of stuff going on, man. It's the Wild West. I mean, it's like we're panning for gold, right? And Dana mentioned gold, so we'll have to talk a little bit about that. Let's get into the big story of the night. Please, let's get into the story. A little bit of water there. Hackers steal 40.7 million in Bitcoin from crypto exchange Binance. Oh no, CZ. No, say it's not true. Please tell me it's not true. Well, hackers stole more than 7,000 Bitcoin from crypto exchange Binance, the world's largest by volume. The startup reported on Tuesday. Binance announced that a large-scale security breach was discovered earlier on May 7th, finding that malicious actors were able to access user API keys, two-factor authentication codes, and potentially other info. The exchange's CEO, Changpeng Zhao, said in a letter, as a result, they were able to withdraw roughly 41 million from the exchange. So, it's like, I think we all should be using two-factor authentication. However, here it was breached, right? So really, I mean, the bottom line is that if we say it till we're blue in the face, get your stuff off those exchanges, right? Moorish Prince C7 says, wash trading. Gaming Crypto, I agree, not 100%, but the ad blocking they like is what they like about it. All of them don't solely use it. Let's be honest, that's why I like Binance. He's honest. I agree with that. He is honest, right? They didn't try to sweep this under the carpet. They didn't try to say, look, the vulnerability is going to happen, and there's always somebody there. If you put a fence up, someone's going to figure out how to get through. You put a wall up, someone's going to go through it. You put up the best security system, someone's going to break it down. So this is going to happen. So I kind of tend to agree with that. CZ is a really good guy. I love that he's transparent and he gets on these live streams and he answers questions. He donates a lot of his time to the community. He certainly was really friendly with the XRP community. So I got to say he's a good guy, and I do think that but you have a really great point, Gaming Crypto, that is one of the reasons we do like him, because he's really honest. Guys, hey, could you tweet this out? Can you tweet this out right now? Can you share this stream? If you're digging what's going on here, can you share this out there? Just say, hey, come on in here. Let's talk. Go ahead and share it if you can. Let's see. Binance will look at blah, blah, blah. Yeah, security reviews. So the markets, how did the markets react? Well, I don't know. These are pretty skewed charts right here. Anyway, I pulled up another story in this bad boy right over here. There we go. Let's look at this right here. So there's a tweet by Bitfinex, full stop, another 12,000 Bitcoins withdraw from Bitfinex. I still expect Bitfinex to engage in some drastic actions once they get around to 50,000 Bitcoins in total, or adjust that launch, such a launch temporarily suspending withdrawals immediately. So the most well-known critic of Bitfinex and Tether posted a tweet about the move to BTC. So here it is right here. It's posted chart. Every move by Bitfinex is being analyzed and dissected by the crypto community due to the New York Attorney General's office case on the former. One might speculate that this might be costing Bitfinex millions. Bitfinex cold wallet debited 12,511 BTCs at 1,511 on UTC on May 7th. Thank you, Auburn Rain, for sharing it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Mortgage Prince, you're right. How many times does it have to be said? Don't keep your stacks on exchanges. I think it's going to have to be said over and over again, Mortgage Prince. I think we are not going to 100% get there, to be honest. Yeah, the market didn't really drop too much if you think about it. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Let's go. Let's continue to move on. So Big Barry Silbert, CKJ calls him, Big Barry Silbert. So he gives Fox Maria's Bartiromo, is how she says it, Bartiromo sales pitch on Bitcoin. So as you know, CEO Barry Silbert, he's the CEO of Grayscale Investments. He was on Fox. He discussed the case for Bitcoin versus gold. You guys have probably seen the campaign, right? Where they're saying, gold is no good, and people are like on the street. It's kind of a funky, I don't know. I kind of lost me in a lot of ways. I mean, gold, let's face it, when it hits the fan, when the zombie apocalypse is in full swing, I'm telling you, man, I got my nano in the safe in the other room. I got news for you. That's not going to help you when the zombie apocalypse, when they're walking around buzzing into your house. Only thing that's going to work are guns, knives, right? Gold, things to trade, food. That's what's going to work. So I mean, in a world, you kind of have to have a little bit. Hey guys, Gaming Crypto, thank you, appreciate it. Annalise, thank you. So that's why I say, like, look, there's a world for everything. Look, gold is probably one of the oldest, most coveted things ever, and come out with a campaign trying to displace gold. I just don't think it's the right move. I don't think it's the right move for Bitcoin, for any cryptocurrencies. We're not trying to replace gold. I don't think we're a substitute. I think the idea is that it may be a better investment, but it almost came off as a gold is bad and in cryptocurrency or BTC is good. And I think sort of the message got lost. I mean, will it do better than gold? Has it done better than the S&P 500? It has. It's outperformed the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ. It's done tremendously well. Who is texting me right now? Who is doing that? Oh, it's just mom. That's cool. Everything's good. It's just mom. She's good. And so when we think about this, I don't know, what did you think about that? Did you see the video? What were your thoughts on that video? Them flipping around like New York City with the gold and everything. I don't know if you saw that. But anyway, he was on Mornings with Maria today. Yeah, if you know Maria Bartiromo, she was at CNBC back in the day. Back then, the price of Bitcoin was trading at $500. Now the price is perched above 5,000, barreling to 6. I think it's close to 6. I don't know. I haven't checked it in the last 20 minutes. But he pointed out that Bitcoin's price has skyrocketed approximately 10% over the last 24 hours. He pointed out the potential catalysts such as the trade talk tensions between the U.S. and China, bullish technicals, or perhaps Grayscale's drop gold campaign, which we were just talking about, and resonating with investors. So Bartiromo wasn't convinced, considered the Bitcoin price remains a far cry from its peak at 20,000, asking Silbert for a sales pitch. And so Bitcoin's the younger generation version of gold. Okay, fair enough. It has the same characteristics as gold. It's scarce, divisible, portable, and it actually has utility. Say what? Utility? The Bitcoin community is creating an entire new payments and financial rail network that I think is going to transform the financial market, says Silbert. Yeah, okay, well, good. There you go. So Bitcoin shows this is a pretty cool interview. I actually don't think they listed here. No, they don't. They don't have a listed on here. But anyway, I think it's a pretty interesting interview nonetheless. I think it's a fun thing to watch. Certainly gets the attention. You'll see what Facebook is doing. You'll see what Square is doing. You'll see what Fidelity is doing. Even the New York Stock Exchange are all getting involved in creating infrastructure to support this new ecosystem. Even Jamie Dimon, who hates Bitcoin's loss in the JPM Morgan coin. Well, yeah, but let's not even trudge that up. What's up, Anthony Jackson? Meowgy is in the house. What up, Meowgy? What is he saying? He's saying hello to everyone. Love peeps, love. Yeah, hey, Anthony Jackson. So anyway, I think it's an interesting interview. Look, it's bold. I like bold campaigns. I like things that are bold, and certainly I kind of see where they're going there. I mean, it's kind of an interesting sort of a look there. Oh, let's get rid of all this crazy stuff. So Tron's Justin Sun gives bold TRX and BTT price predictions. So this is kind of interesting, right? Because he's never out there shilling anything. He's a pretty calm guy. Cardano's muscled Tron out of the top 10 biggest cryptocurrencies, but Justin Sun doesn't expect it to last. Well, would you expect him to say anything less? I don't think so. Tron recently fell out of top 10, displaced by Charles Hoskinson's Cardano. If you ever watch one of his live streams, very interesting. Way above my head, man. Way above my pay grade. The guy's a genius, and I assume what he's saying is really awesome. I just don't know what he's saying a lot of the time. All right, so Annalise is asking, what did I think about XRP dropping 2% and everything else gaining? I don't think much about it, really, to be honest with you. 2%, it's not big of a deal. Look, I mean, these are still early days. I mean, we're 1994 of the internet. I'm not even fazed by it right now. The part of me says keep filling the bags, like, hey, can it remain low? Because once it starts popping, that's going to be it. And then I think the next question you'll ask, Annalise, you'll ask yourself is when do I stop buying it? Do I stop buying it at $1, at $5, at $10? Do we still start filling the bags at 15? Your friends and family are going to get in at 20. They'll be like, oh my God, and they'll tell stories. I got in when it was only 20. It'll be like Bitcoin when it keeps going up. Yeah, I got in at 20. Tell them about the days you got in at 0.006. So it's really, I would say to you, Annalise, what do you think about it? I'm not fazed. XRP Carolina's here. I'm not fazed by it. Yeah, Sun could be in some trouble with the Bitfinex issue. That's going to be, that whole thing, there's something quite not right about that whole thing. And, New York doesn't mess around. They do not mess around. You got the New York AG involved. Maybe other states, but you don't want New York. They don't play. They don't mess around. Here's the deal, sub to the legend. XRP Minute, win a 1K, win a prize. Tell your friends and family to watch and sub. Thank you, Anthony Jackson. Yeah, that's awful kind of you, man. That is awful kind of you, man. I love you, man. Really, really do. Let's see, Annalise, she'll start buying when it reaches 5. Well, all right, everyone has a price. Matt Richter, he likes the 30. Yeah, okay, very good, man. I agree with that. And so anyway, blah, 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 blah. What is this? Tron will be back in the top 10 in June. It will be. Bitcoin will be in the top 30 in Q2. Let's wait and see. Yeah, let's wait and see. Well, at some point, we know that one thing we know about cryptocurrencies, they will change daily, hourly, minutes, seconds. It's like that one time that when Bitcoin went on that run a couple weeks ago. It's like, 20 minutes later, boom, it's through the roof. It's a far cry from where it was, but I think we're starting to see a little separation from Bitcoin, from other altcoins. Yes, like Annalise. So your point is well taken that you'll see other coins and Bitcoin rising, and then you see that 2% drop in XRP. Again, I'm not really that bothered by it because the news that comes out, and we don't really see the volumes yet. They're going to get there. But also, I have another story here. Let me see. Here we go. So Ripple's Xcurrent 4.0 goes live. iFinex responds to New York's AG's allegations and more. So there we are. Jungle, what's up? Jungle, I'm so happy you're not blocked my channel. I would cry. I would openly cry. I'd openly weep as a man. I would be like, what? So it's good to have you here. And by the way, Jungle, there's a toast for you, my friend, right there, huh? Anyway, that's what I call my jungle juice right there. Yeah, it's the jungle juice. What's up, Jungle? So you think about this. So there's a lot of stuff happening. Blah blah blah. Let's go through all this stuff. I used to have a highlighter, but it doesn't work when I kill the ads. I wanted to get to where's the story about? My goodness, gosh, what is? Maybe I have to take this off. Maybe they killed part of the story. Look at this, guys. What a train wreck this is. Holy cow. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, it basically blocked it out when sorry, gonna have all kinds of stuff here. So, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Well, I can play this video. I'm not sure if the sound will go through. I was hoping that, nope. Anyway, it's a good sign. That's a good sign. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So I saw this. I'm always on the Reddit. I like Reddit. Reddit's always a lot of fun. Is it brandy? It is not brandy. Take another guess, XRP Carolina. No, it's not brandy, although I do like Pisco. I'm heading down to Chile, my wife's hometown, and heading down there. And I will tell you something. I love Pisco. So that is the derivative of brandy because it's made, brandy's made from grapes. So you made the troll blocker list. Holy cow! So you got blocked by everybody. Wowza. That's where if you have something in your profile, they go ahead and do the auto block on that. How did that happen, Jungle? What is up with that? I don't like that. Anyway, so we talked about Coil the other night. We talked about how cool it was. Jungle's talked about Coil. Jungle, man, he's got a lot of followers on there. He's making content specifically for Coil, which I love, man. And I can't wait till Cinnamon.video comes out. That's going to be something amazing too. So I love what's happening in this ecosystem, especially the XRP ecosystem. With Spring funding a lot of the folks in there, all these ideas, gaming on the blockchain, it's just getting amazingly exciting. But what I liked about this was the XRP charities are listed. We have St. Jude, Wandering Where, Happy Kids with 30 Hands, Big Bucker, one more home and Children on the Edge. A couple other ones, this free XRP lottery, I don't know what that is. Put your email in, it's a nominated charity. So you basically nominate a charity, you win 50, they win 50. And then it talks a little bit about, so I always like to see every once in a while someone posts something really cool up there on let me click on this right here. There we go. So there's Coil right there. It should be Coil running. I don't know if Coil's going to be running. You have to test this out if it's going to be running in St. Jude or not. I don't know if it is running or not. I didn't test it. But one thing I did test, so I did do a little bit of what is he saying, Jungle? Someone added me to the list. I'm assuming the designer of the system. Chip, let's do something for your Coil page, bro. Yes, let's do something. What can we do? I shared some videos on there, and I don't even know what happened to them. I couldn't find them. I need a search function on there. I want to be and I want to be able to search. And I'm like, I found Jungle because he had his video right up there. But a lot of times I want to find all my community members there. Like, where's XRP Carolina? What about BZ Comedy? Where's Annalise? Is she up there? Vet Bro, is he there? I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's no way to search. But guys, it's early. Let's give them some time. I mean, my God, they rushed the product out. It's cool. The whole idea behind it is seriously awesome. So what else do I have here? What else do I have? It's kind of funny. I'm going out of order here in sync. But I like to just highlight a couple things that I see around the internet, on the internet there, and the Twitters. Starbucks to track coffee using Microsoft's blockchain. You probably saw a little bit about this. What I thought was interesting is this seems more geared towards VET, right? VET, VET, what is it? VeChain, yeah. I would have thought this would have been probably, so that they come in here and scoop it up. So that's kind of interesting because it sounds to me like could they be some serious sort of competition for VeChain, and it's pretty good. So tonight I threw out there and I put something out on Twitter, and I basically put on there. Let's go. What do we got here? VetBro's putting something there. I'm going to show that right there. Another model. Thank you, moderators, for handling that. Thank you. So what do we have here? Let me go back to the thing. So Puma browser is interesting. Yeah, Dana, it's good. Here's the weird thing about the Puma browser. Tell me, Dana, or you watching this, I haven't been able to, I love the idea because most of the time I'm watching video, it's on mobile. Here's the problem. I've had a beta account with Coil for the last couple months. Problem is I'm not even using it. And you know why I'm not using it? Because I'm always on mobile, which is ridiculous. Big screen TVs. I've got 3 monitors here. And you want to know what I spend my time on? This right here. My phone. I'm sitting here the whole time on my phone. Like, this is it. This is what I do. On this little device, I'm sitting there watching videos. I don't know. It's just convenience, I guess. I sit out on my lanai, hanging out by the pool, doing my thing. And I kind of feel like they got to solve that problem quickly because that's an issue for me. Okay, so you saw Hodor on Coil, but you did not see Chip or Jungle. Well, what are we going to do about that? Guys, if you're on Coil right now, Annalise, I want you to drop your Coil link in there because what I want to do, let me drop mine in there. Let me find it. Where is my Coil link? Here it is. Let's go follow each other. I like follow me, follow you. Isn't that an ABBA song? Might be an ABBA song, yeah. Follow me, follow you. So there's mine. Guys, put your Coil in there. Let's all follow each other. What's up, Bones? Bones is in the house. Bones. I got these on Coil so Miyagi can pay me micropayments for these. And it's great. You are something else there, Bones. You are. Ain't no party like an XRP Minute party, because an XRP Minute don't stop. Boom! Smash those thumbs up. Right on. So yeah, put your Coil things in there. Let's get to this, please. Let's follow each other. We love each other. We're a community of people. But more than that, we're like-minded. We like giving. We like sharing. We love receiving. That's what we do. We're a community of people. So let's see what else we have here. My gosh, we're coming up. 15 minutes. 15 minutes coming up. And what do we have here? We've got, so this is another one. This is another story right here. So Fidelity, we heard about Fidelity, 7 trillion asset giant Fidelity to launch crypto trading within weeks. I got pretty excited about this story. Now I understand that it's, I think I'd be more excited about it if I knew it was more than just institutional investors, because Fidelity's real big threshold and their stronghold really has a lot to do with the consumer grade, right? Because there's a lot of 401ks that are heavily vested that are on the Fidelity sort of platform. So I kind of feel like, I just moved my 401k off of Fidelity when I was thinking that would have been great, but this is institutional only. But as we hear, the smart money comes into the space, we raise the volumes, right? So I think they're already sort of aware of that. I should have brought up a tweet. I had a tweet earlier where a study was done that 48% of institutional investors are pretty bullish on the crypto exchanges, or I mean crypto itself. Tina Hall, hey, thanks for coming in and joining. Thanks for coming in and joining. Hey, gang. Matt Richter, meowgy. Okay, so let's do this. Holy cow, I get crazy when I see all these blinking things and flashing things. Yeah, so the crypto interest is growing, but let's face it, guys. So, to bring up your earlier point, Anna, you said, like, what's going on? Dropping 2%. You just got to think about it. The base is being built. You can't have a giant skyscraper unless that foundation. Now, the thing that shocked me when they were putting the Freedom Tower up in New York City, and also when the Twin Towers came down, how deep that foundation was, how deep it went. So building foundation takes a little bit of time. And I kind of look at it like the reverse forest fire, right? It only takes like, 48 hours to burn down a forest. However, it takes years and years to grow. So when we light this puppy up, it's going to go. Where? We're not sure yet, but we know it's going to go, right? It's going to go somewhere. Let's see what else we have. Hey, thank you, Bones. Please hit the likes and subs, guys. Thank you for tweeting. Holy cow, tweeting that out on the Twitters. Right on. Yeah, so there's XRP Carolina. Let me go follow him right now if I'm not following him already. Let me look. Do I have to log in? Please don't make me log in. I'm not logged in. Yeah, I am. Boom, bam, got you a follow. There you are. Is that your real name? Well. Who knew? I like it. Maybe it's another alias. I don't know. But I'm going to keep it to myself right now. You guys are going to have to follow to see what it is. Let's go over here. So Peter Schiff, if you guys know Peter Schiff, he's written a bunch of books. Let me tell you a little bit about who he is. A libertarian. He's written a bunch of books like The Crash and Crash Proof and, all this kind of stuff. And, here's what's weird about this guy. So I look at this guy right here and I'm like, he's only a year older than I am. Holy cow, man. I don't know, the beers, holy cow. Anywho. So he admits that Bitcoin has some appeal but won't replace gold. Now, we talked a little bit about this earlier, right? This whole gold campaign. So here we go. The meteoric rise in Bitcoin's price over the last few weeks has reignited the debate. As you might expect, there's been no shortage of opinion and from anywhere on the web, right? So prominent Bitcoin investor Barry Silbert, founder and CEO of the digital currency group, parent of Grayscale, offered his sentiments by saying the Bitcoin gold battle begins today. And like I said, I don't think there's a battle. Do you think there's a battle? I like the sentiment that it's exciting and it's interesting, but it just falls a little bit flat for me. That's all. That's all I'm saying on that one. So then basically that led Goldbug. Of course, he's a gold guy, right? So Peter Schiff basically says the ultimate irony is that the Drop Gold campaign is that you can't mine Bitcoin without using gold. This is just one of the many utilities of gold that Bitcoin promoters deny exist. While they overcome, let me put you back on this thing, put you back on here so you guys can look at this. This is just one of the many utilities of gold that Bitcoin promoters deny exist, but while they overlook gold's obvious utility, they ascribe utility to Bitcoin where none exists. Whoa, beatdown, Peter Schiff. I mean, has anybody packed something so powerful into a small tweet? I have to say, it was a very good response. I mean, he put a lot of it. I mean, he's a writer, but he really packed a lot of conversation into that one tweet, took apart the utility, the fact that you can't mine without gold, right? Because there's gold stuff used, it's inside computers and whatnot. And so Schiff is an interesting voice in the debate. Some consider him to be a little bit of a curmudgeon. Yeah, so here we go in the other stuff. So is there a clear argument? You guys decide for yourself. I mean, I really don't know, but I like the way he took them out. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty funny. So if you guys noticed in the very beginning of the, I put a little tweet out there today, basically, is crypto, or I should say sushi on the blockchain, right? I talked about a little bit about that. Sushi on the blockchain. So I saw this and I'm like, what? Sushi on the blockchain? What's this all about? So there's some writers, this one's been up for a little bit. This puppy, right? Yeah, this Buy Me a Coffee. I don't know if you guys have seen this, right? So this is a way. And mostly I know people in the blogging world, people that write blogs, do a lot of writers. There's this one site, pretty cool. It's called buymeacoffee.com, and the whole idea behind it is you can basically tweet out, or you can put something, you put tweets out. And it's a way for content creators to more or less get some love, right? So the idea is, hey, buy me a coffee. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for the world. I'm not asking for your eternal gratitude. I'm simply asking for a coffee if you want. Buy me a coffee. Depends what kind of coffee, because if you're Starbucks, it's going to be $5 plus, right? If it's going to be something interesting. So yeah, sushi on the blockchain, baby. That's what we're talking about, XRP Carolina. Yeah, right on. That's what I said. Yeah, Miyagi's got it right. I love this. Look at Miyagi's. This is perfect. That's beautiful, man. Let's frame that. Sushi and the blockchain. Beautiful, Miyagi. Beautiful. Man, the creativity never ceases to amaze me in this community. It's just awesome. So this is generally how it works. So you put this little thing on here and you can say how much do you want people to pay. There's a guy that I get I'm a big newsletter guy, like email newsletters. So many great creators out there to put together stories, crypto stuff, just general life hacker stuff. And I really, really, really like it. And so I always thought this was a pretty clever thing. And I'm basically showing you this because it's leading up to something. Someone basically took this idea and sort of spun it a little bit. But I've bought $3, $4 coffees, $5. Hey, buy me one, boom, click, click, and you bought it. It's pretty cool. I kind of would be kind of cool and you say, hey, thanks for supporting me, hey, Chip, that would be my thank you message that would rip off to them. And then I can tweet about it, somebody bought it, it might encourage someone else to buy a coffee. So real clever campaign. It's a nice way to support somebody without saying, hey, send me money or whatever it might be. And it's a one-time shop. Well, here's what's cool. You can't actually enable monthly support. So if you buy me a monthly coffee, $3, it's not a big thing to ask. So here we go, guys. Big drum roll. Let's go with the drum roll. Yeah, 0.30 is the new 0.17. So let's go to this. So here it is. So get tips with sushi. What's this all about? That's what first thing I had to dig into this thing. I had to go in here. And I'm on the Safari browser, which is, as you know, is a Mac browser. They also have it available for other platforms, but the bottom line is they never develop anything for it because everyone hates Mac. That's not 100% true, but it's true. So basically, if you guys don't know MetaMask, it's an Ethereum sort of a wallet. And here's what happened to me today. It's like I've had one. So it only really works on Firefox. which I had my I actually had not Firefox, but I actually had my Chrome browser up before, and I installed it. But that's why you're seeing this. So basically, what it does, it uses that. You sign up, you get $3 in your PayPal, and I'm like, wait a minute, how do we get from the blockchain to PayPal? I don't get how that just happened, but it does happen. So the idea is you basically put your profile on Blockpunk. This is what the URL is here, blockpunk.net. You put in your PayPal address, and then you share your sushi button on social media, and you get tipped. Pretty easy, right? So the whole idea is not buy me coffee, buy me some sushi. And then every sign up receives a free virtual sushi. And then I'll show you what that looks like. Let's look at that puppy. Where is that? It's on my holy cow. I mean, it was on my profile. Am I missing my profile? Where's my profile? Oh, my account. They call it account here. There you go. So look, I've got 0 sushi, man. Pretty sad. I've got no sushi. Not a big deal. I just signed up 3 minutes ago and nobody knows about it except for you. Nobody else knows about it. So yeah, Tina, you do need to get up on Coil. Yeah, just click on that link, log in, start following people, start looking at some content, especially Jungle's putting basically content just for Coil. So, and I'm seeing probably others follow his lead. It's pretty cool. It's going to evolve. It's going to turn into something really cool. So no activity here. You basically put your payment setting in there. You just connect your PayPal login. Now here's the weird thing. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, man. I got a good handle on this. And then I scroll down and I'm like, what the hell is all this? So I guess the idea is that you can actually put up some digital stuff, right? If I can buy this right here. So hurry, there's only one available. Oh, please, I cannot wait. You can either buy it for $408 or you can basically buy it for 2.4 Ethereum, right? So the other thing you can do is you can actually sell digital artwork on here. That was seemed like a weird disconnect. Now the founders of this, they said the reason they started this was they wanted to share some of their Japanese heritage, which I thought was kind of cool. But the whole anime scene has me a little freaked out a little bit. It's a little bit odd, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's cool in a way, but some people are like really into it. And this is the one I like. Like this is some cool artwork here, right? So this is Katsu Nakazawa. And so he was born in '68. He's an animator, illustrator, designer, and he has 0 sushi, but he has these cool collectibles. So you can collect this for 2 Ethereum right there. Boom, you can have that. And how many does he have available? It's probably just 1, right? So you sell that. So again, it's another way for people to get, hey, comedian Chuck Real, what is up? What is real Chuck Real? What is going on? Patrick Chip, huh? That's my little bro. That's my bro Patrick Chip. He's in here. He's a watch guy. Yeah, thanks for joining, man. Yeah, right at the end of the stream. Yeah, nice, man. I love it. Nice. But no, I appreciate you coming in, little bro. I do appreciate it. Everyone say hi to Patrick Chip, my little bro. I'm trying to get him on. So listen, guys, we got to get to 1,000. Why? Because Anthony Jackson is going to donate a tee. He's going to donate a jersey. Why? Because Annalise says she's going to donate some XRP to give away, right? And those guys did it with DNI, right? So we got to get to 1,000. We got to wake your neighbors, phone your friends. We got to get people involved. We got to start shaking trees. We got to tell strangers in malls. Go to anywhere you can, tweet stuff, right? I mean, don't get too crazy, but I'd like to get to 1,000, right? Because I want to do this giveaway. I want to give stuff away. I have another cool thing that I'm working on too that's going to be given away, which I will talk about in future streams. But yeah, let's do something fun, right? And we'll do something, for the community, for you guys, because you're just awesome. Patrick Chip, drop your Twitter. Yeah, I think he's got 7 followers on Twitter. Patrick Chip, drop your Twitter, man. Put your Twitters in there. Can Jungle drop his Coil link here? I want to follow you, Jungle. Jungle, if you're still here, throw your Coil link in there. You have to hit 500 before 1,000. Well, thank you for overstating the obvious, Rain. Thank you, man. I know, but our lofty goal on the giveaway, you're right. I have 97 to go before I hit 500. If you guys aren't subbed, go sub. Matt Richter, thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. I always appreciate you coming into the streams, man. Much love. Appreciate it, man. Tina Hall, Ty Chip's little brother Patrick. Yeah, he's my little bro. He's 3 years younger than I am, I think. 2.5, something like that. Yeah, we used to have some knockdown, drag-out fights when we were kids, man. I think he dropped to Twitter long ago. Yeah, I don't even think he knows how to log into Twitter, but he's on YouTube. You can follow him on YouTube. You guys might want to follow him. I know he's going to be launching a YouTube channel, but I said when we hit 1,000, he said he would come on the show, right? Did I get that right? You said you'd come on the show. We would do a stream. We would do the Chip stream, Chip and Chip, where you talk about whatever you want to talk about, watches, and you can show some watches or whatever. Well, let's talk about whatever. It's be a chip stream, a free for all. We will have guests and 50 pounds heavier. That's all right, man. Listen, it could take me another month. We can work on that. That's all right. Doesn't matter. We're not going to get into weight here. We're not going to hit that. Auburn Rain, you have to hit 300 before you hit 500 before you hit 1,000. All right, man. But we'll get you there, man. Listen, I'm promoting the hell out of your Rain. I always say sub Rain. Click on his profile. Go ahead and sub. Click that notification bell. You might not always get notified because what I've noticed is you rarely get notified, right? I mean, let's think about this, guys. When do you get notified? Man, I can't tell you how many times. Jungle was streaming the other night. I had no clue. I'm like, Jungle streaming? Nobody knew about it. I mean, like half the time I don't even get any notifications, so I don't know when anybody's streaming. It's just ridiculous. 50 pounds. I'm like 600 pounds over. AJ, I'm not buying that for a moment. Man, I am not even buying that. I'm not buying it for 1 second. No way, man. But I like, but you're always a joker, man. I like that. 500, I would believe, but that's 600. 600 is pushing it because if you were, I know you love the media and you would probably be on my 600-pound life, right? Because just get a little bit of attention, being on TV, being on a series. I know you, man. My brother from another mother. I know you. You're a jokester, man, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, it's our secret then, Anthony. Right on. Tina Hall's laying down secrets basically on YouTube. But guys, I want to let you know too. We had Jay Vaught on earlier. Jay Vaught, pronounced Jay Vaught, and he was on Periscope. We're also streaming live to Twitch, which we sometimes get an occasional person on there. Sometimes it's my daughter's, friend or somebody. They're always on Twitch gaming. Maybe they'll stop in for a little bit. We're also on Mixer, and we are also, what am I leaving out? There's something else. We're 5 platforms right now, but we're going all over. Oh yeah, D Live. D Live is a weird platform, man. I still don't get it. I still swipe down on the videos, and I basically delete those videos. I delete it. Yeah, I love you too, bro. And by the way, we're going to go play some golf. Why? Because I haven't played golf in 20 years. But I did go to the range, and I was killing it. When I say killing it, I was hitting the ball all kinds of crazy locations at Top Flight or Top Golf, whatever it's called. So when you come down here, I know you're going to bring those clubs. I know you like the golf. We're going to go golf. And maybe I'll take you, we'll go play some frisbee golf, some disc golf. Yeah, with your support, I can do it. So you're flying to Tulsa to buy a watch on Thursday. Look at this guy. He's crazy about watches. Boom, 0 watches. Why? I've told you this before because I got the nuclear time right here. Boom, 10:58, which means we're getting ready to say good. What is going on there? There's some kind of weird flashing thing going on there. Whoa. Yeah, 10:58. So we're going to wrap this stream up in a few seconds, guys. I just want to run through some of the folks that joined. Tina Hall, Auburn Rain here. I think you just go by Rain. We got to drop that Auburn. My bro, Patrick Chip, flying out to Tulsa to get a watch. Comedian Chuck Reel, once the adoption starts. The average XRP streamer will have 5,000 plus minimum. AJ Anthony Jackson, better known as Brother from Another Mother. Let's see. Anna Lee is always a great supporter. Anna Lee's here. You can do it, Chip. I appreciate that encouragement. Miyagi, love Miyagi. And I've been encouraging Miyagi for a while now. I'm like, if you're camera shy, just do a podcast, man, because I loved you when you were on the zoo, man. And he says I'm the only one, and I'm not the only one. I'm just the only one vocal enough out there saying it. And Elise says she'll donate 100 XRP when you reach 1,000 subs. Oh, that is so kind of you. That's awesome. AJ, who else? Better. Okay, Chippity Chipster. DNI says group hug. Please, can we get a group hug? Can we get a group hug? Please, a group hug? Yeah, DNI. You know who sent me tonight, guys? In case you're wondering, DNI, better known as Digital Nomad Investor, who is killing it, man. Who got to 1,000 subs faster than DNI, right? And plus, I think he sent about 100 subs over here. I mean, easily. And I think Jungle sent the rest. I think I had 6. So we're getting there, man. I'm appreciating the support of this community. Thank you, Danny. Thank you very much. Comedian Chuck Reel. We balling this time next year. Balling as in like partying or balling as in like crying, right? I mean, I see the way you spelled it, but I'm just curious. I hope it's the other balling, right? Because I don't want to be balling like the crying, because then I'll be drinking those tears just to preserve the experience, right? That's a good mic you got there. It's a pretty good mic. Look at this. Check it out. It's not bad. I'm getting echo in the room a little bit because, why am I getting echo in the room? Because I've got no photos. We've got no sound barriers. I still think I'm going to order the sound stuff, the soundproofing out there. Whoa, XRP Carolina is going to donate some? Oh, what is going on? Whoa, thank you very much. Yeah, listen, Miyagi. Guys, I want you to encourage Miyagi. Please go watch the zoo stream that featured Miyagi, and you guys come back here next time. Go look it up. It's XRP Zoo. Go look at when Miyagi was on. You guys tell me if he's not perfectly suited. I love what he had to say, and he's got just a take, man. I just loved it. I loved his voice. He's got the perfect voice. If he doesn't want to show his face, I'm cool with that. But man, get out there. I encourage you to get out there and start doing something. Yeah, my brother's saying hang some shite on the wall. I gotcha. This is why I don't have a tattoo. I've told you this before because I can't figure it out. It takes me a long time to figure it out. And I couldn't live something with the rest of my life. Been living in the house a year and a half. I'm going to get something on the wall. I'm going to decorate it. It's pretty much when I moved in day one. TV's still back over there. Picture's still back there. My R2D2 thing's still sitting over there. Yeah, I know. We'll get to it. Who else did I miss? Who else did I miss? Fatty McButterpants. Fatty McButterpants is asking if he's in Dallas. Yeah, he is in Dallas. He's North Dallas. I forget exactly where you're located. Where are you, bro? What is the town you live in anyway? What the hell's the name of that town? I know it's like North Dallas something. You know, I don't know what that's called. OMG, ballin'. It's crying. Show us your mic, brother. Keep it in the shot. Yeah, so let's keep it in the shot right now because I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna do some radio stuff here. Here it is in the shot. Yeah, so does this work, right? Just guys, tell me if does it work? Is this better? Is this better if I stand in front of the mic like this? I got a nice round spit screen on that. Is that good? Is that good, guys? What do you think? Is it all right? I don't like it in the shot. It's weird. I don't like it. So yeah, I usually have it just a little bit off camera. It's not one of the ones you point. It's one of the old school ones. Usually they're hanging down. Holy cow, I can't figure out this. But this is what it is right here. So yeah, it's a cool little mic. I like it. I hope the sound's decent enough. Anthony Jackson, what watch? My faves are UN, Pans, Omega, Graham, and Abel. Uh-oh. Holy cow. Hey now, says Patrick Ship. Sounds like something we can do, Auburn Rain. I wouldn't mind starting a gaming group as well. Yeah, a lot of gamers here. You know, Jungle's a big gamer. I was a gamer, but I had an addiction. I had to stop it because it was always one more time, one more hour, one more this, one more that. And the next thing it was like 24-hour gaming time. So you got to be careful of that too. That some people can't manage it. I was one of those people. A radio voice. Hey, excellent. A radio voice. XRP Carolina. Welcome to the show. Yeah, what I ought to do is I ought to do some, I used to just do vocal stuff, just like, hey. But here you go, man. There's a little tip of it for you. A tip, the tip of the iceberg right there. It's right there. So Anthony Jackson, what's he saying? AJ Anthony Jackson. Yeah, so listen, bro, you got to get back on Twitter. If you don't know your Twitter, open up a new one. I'll follow you. I'll get you some followers and I'll tweet it out there, but you need to be active on that. And just like people, I got to imagine the watch people are on there as well. I have to imagine it. Oh my gosh, we're going over here. Yeah, Bob, you have Digital Nomad Investor in the house. Damn right we do. DNI, who does an awesome stream. And he's so cool because he's in. Tonight I was gonna say like DNI, you can go like a little bit later, man, because I was just like I was getting into it. I was just starting to, and I was like, wait, we gotta stop for Chip, and I was like, what? Wait, I need a little more time. I'm not done yet. I just started enjoying it. Couldn't get in a little bit earlier. I was doing some prep time, of course, family time, so I couldn't quite get into it. Yeah, so AJ, he loves them all. Follow my watch channels. So yeah, go to his watch channels. Yeah, my brother's turned me on to there's some interesting people in the watch community, man. There are some interesting people, some funny people, crazy people. One guy that does watch reviews. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I stopped buying consoles after Xbox One S, getting too old now. Yeah, I know. Well, listen, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's time to stop talking. It's time to get out there, go into the world, hang out. Talk about me. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna get to 500. It says rain first, then we're up to 1,000. But let's keep our sights set on 1,000, right? We're gonna go in. I know we got to get to 500, but let's set our sights. We share it with people, and I don't know. Maybe it's a time slot. This is when most people turn in. Rob Cash was on DNI stream, and I'm like, yeah, Rob Cash, you gonna come to my stream? He's like, no, I'm gonna go to sleep. And then I was like, yeah, Ali G, she's coming to my stream. She's like, no, I'm in Singapore. I'm going to go to the zoo. And I was like, what is going on? So you can always watch the replay, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. But what is Danny saying? Not for long, Patrick. CRM Jewelers. I have a special squad, but it worked, blah, 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 blah. Okay, guys, so that's it. what I wanted to say one other thing. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I love you in this community. I love what you do in this community. And I want to just let you know something important. That's my take. What's yours? Chip